Alright YouTube, how's it going? Buster here, my weekly video. Before I start on this one, this is a guitar I picked up yesterday. I did a video last week on the Dean Metalman Z. I got a few comments. I did more talking on the video than I did playing. The reason for that is I don't like the guitar and I wasn't feeling well. I'm not going to do another video on it, there's no point, I don't like it, so it's up for sale. So my channel's no, a wee bit of rant before we start. My channel's, I'm not looking for likes and subs. If I get them, then fair enough, I do. I'm not doing this to make money. I've got a full-time job. I do this just for guitars that I pick up. It started off as I built my 4x12, tried sending a video of it working to Mad Malco, who helped me do the wiring, and it wouldn't send, so I decided just to post it on YouTube. Let's fix this video, this camera it's a wee bit low. So it's, I don't really care about if you any negative comments or thumbs down and stuff like that. I don't do it for that reason. If people watch my videos, they watch them. If they don't, I don't really care, to be fair. I've got people who watch my videos for the fact that I get some really strange guitars and some unusual guitars. So I don't mind. I mean, put negative comments, I don't really care. But that was the reason why I was more talking about that bass, and I was not well, as I said in the video. So my wee rant over. If you like them, my videos, you like them. If you don't, you don't. It's no affect me. I'm not here to make money. I'm here just to let people see different guitars that you can get for a decent price. So that's my wee rant over. Right, so I picked this up yesterday. Got this for a good price as well. I was looking for one of these for the fact that I've got Cobra, which is made in this is made in the exact same factory as this. Same factory. Court. There's another version that's got the same body as this. This is not a wood body, litherite or something body this is. It's a really strange guitar, brilliant for doing kind of slap stuff. And as I've done a video on this before, this is the Cobra 4, and you get a Cobra 4 and a 420, a 42 sorry, 42 is obviously 2 pickups. And then you get a Cobra 5, Cobra 5.2, which is a 5-string too. This was, I picked this up because I like the look of this. It's a really nice guitar to play. It's got a selector switch for slap that you can control at the back. So yeah, this is made in the same factory. It's a strange wood that this is made out of. I've been reading it, I read up on it, I can't remember the name of the wood. Is it Atherorite or something? But it's a nice light guitar. Malco had one of these, Mad Malco had one of these in doing a setup on it, I think. And he basically said the body looked like a souped sweetie, a sweetie that's been souped. It is, it's quite a strange body. It's got a 5-piece maple rosewood neck. So you get maple, rosewood, maple, rosewood, maple. Nice thin headstock. It's also got, which I think, I did a video on this last week. This is, I think, is also made, no it can't be because this is a China, but it's got the same machine heads, but it's called Pewter. That kind of gunmetal grey machine heads and stuff like that. So this has got the exact same colour. I thought maybe it was made in the Court factory, but I don't think it is. So it's got the Pewter, this is called the Pewter colour. It's got 2 humbuckers, it's got an active EQ. This was, when I bought this, I didn't have to do anything to this. This was totally set up. It obviously takes a battery, 9-volt battery at the back for the active EQ. So the controls on this, was messing about with this. There was something wrong with the tone control. I cleaned that up, it's working fine. So it's notched, some of these are notched. So this is the main volume. This is a blend, so it's notched in the middle. That's, you get two pickups, turn it all the way this way, it's the bridge pickup, all the way that way, neck pickup, and it's notched in the middle. This is a tone, but it feels notched as well, or the notch is, something's wrong with it, so it's got a tight spot, dead centre, and then it kind of loosens off again. So I don't know if maybe the pot, I may need to change this pot. And this is a bass and treble, so it's stacked, and that's also notched as well. Really nice thin neck on this. So I'll let you see that a wee bit. I say if I decide not to play too much and talk more about the guitar, then that's my choice. So if you don't like it, don't watch the video, simple as that, innit? So volume all the way up, in the middle position, so it's both pickups. Tones all the way off. I've got the bass and treble right on the 12 o'clock or on the notch position. You actually hear the active EQ kick in. Now this has got the same problem as any guitar that's got an active EQ. As soon as his battery runs out, the guitar doesn't work. So don't leave them plugged in. If you leave them plugged into your amp, it drains the battery. There's a switch. I've done a video on the 5-string, that the jack, there's something wrong with the jack, and I explained that it's the sleeve, and then there's two prongs coming out. And the longer prong of the two, if it's a plastic core, the two prongs, the longer one is the battery switch. Basically when you plug the jack in, it makes a circuit and turns the battery on. This has got the same system in it, so when you've got that in, it basically connects the battery. So if you leave it in, basically all you're doing is draining the battery. So always plug these guitars out. The Cobra's the same. Make sure you've got it unplugged, don't leave it plugged in or the battery will just drain. And if you do gig with it, then you're going to plug it in at a gig and it's going to die halfway through your set. So just remember that. It's got this lovely, I like the idea of this, but it's not coming out the back, or it's not coming straight here. This is quite a nice idea. So, a wee bit more rambling. So that was both pickups. So I'll put the tone all the way on. So I'll roll it all the way to the bridge pickup. Tone all the way off. Bass and treble still in the centre point. Bridge pickup, tone all the way on. So yeah, so nice bass. So put it back into the middle. I'll put the bass. The bass, but isn't the bass goes all the way? I must have messed about with that there. Treble all the way up. So now back into notch position for both of them. The kind of sound that I was messing about with last night was bass in the middle, bass, both pickups, tone all the way on, volume all the way up, and bass and treble in the notch position. I was messing about that last night. I would say these are definitely designed for kind of slap stuff. You could use it for anything. Turn the bass up a wee bit. Every time I play the bass, the bass boost all the way up, I can hear the rest of the strings going in the guitars. The pickups in this are shaped and quite close together, quite close to the strings. The pickup is actually shaped to the shape of the radius of the fretboard, and quite close. You do that whole kind of, if you ever watch Billy Sheehan talking about his, basically what he does is he runs his finger over the pickup and the strings just get in the way. That's basically what that's designed for. It's basically like you can buy these things for your bass guitar that's you're basically a slab of wood that sticks between your two pickups, and that's what that's designed for. Basically they've integrated this into the bass, so it's shaped so you can just run your fingers across the pickup and you get set as high, but you could do the exact same with that. Just turn it to the neck, sorry, and set that exact same. So you can play anywhere using the two pickups as your I think you call it as a bass. It's not a bridge. I can't remember the name of it, what they call it. It's like a thumb rest. But it's, rather than being just at the top here, it covers the hole between the two pickups, so you're using that to play it on. Yeah, it's a really nice guitar. So it's really nice bass. I kind of like this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but definitely you can play anything on it, but I think it's more for doing slap, because of that DVEQ and stuff and the way the pickups are set up. But this is a SR300. They do an SR600 as well, which is the EQ's totally different. I think I might need to change the pots. The volume's really loose. I think the tone, there may be something wrong with the tone, I'm not too sure. I sprayed some contact cleaner on it and it solved the problem. It does work with no scratching and stuff, because that's really bad. This was like scratchy, so it was dead noisy when you were turning it on and off and stuff and using tone. But this is probably one of the first basses I've ever bought that was actually set up really well from the minute I bought it. I've bought loads of guitars off of second hand for people, and the string height was, I mean, that Cobra, I mean, it was, you could fit a fag packet through between the strings and the fretboard. This was set up really well. So yeah, let's go. It's an Ibanez SR300. Keep this for a while, play it a bit. I like my Cobra because you can do a wee bit of the old still getting right into that slap stuff. I played for years, as I've said before, with Nigel Wacker. Recently I've been trying to play with a pick as well. Obviously I've read Duff in the Caitlin's book, and that's what he was saying, that it's down to the pick and your setup and stuff like that, so we try to do a lot more with a pick. It's tough stuff, as I say up there, so yeah, this is kind of, I feel it's weird to play because of the way the pickups are set up. Stuff I play right over the top of the bridge pickup, because this is so close, you're hitting the pickup all the time. Yeah, it's really nice guitar. You play it with obviously anything on it, but I think it's more designed for more the kind of slap stuff, because it's doing that tinny thing. Because when you're playing slap, normally you have a wee bit of relief in your neck, but when you're doing slap, your fretboard really needs to be as straight as it can, so when you're slapping off it rings off of the frets. So I've been told, so that's kind of the way I set up. If I'm playing slap on anything, I set my neck straight. Anything else, a slight wee bit of relief. But you can play pretty much anything on this. I've got a wee bit of chorus on, keep me to explain. I'm playing through my BH250, wee bit of chorus through my 4x12. It's a half step down tune, so it sounds quite it's kind of nice, obviously just messed about obviously, as I say, I think they're designed for slap. But lovely guitar, SR300, made in Indonesia, 2010 this is. It was made in the same factory as I say as the Court, so really nice guitars. I definitely advise picking one up. You get them for pretty cheap now. Obviously I think this is the kind of lower model, the SR600's higher, a bit higher spec. I think there's an SR605 I think. Yeah, so a wee bit more rambling. As I said before I started the video, a wee bit of comments on first kind of, the Dean was the first kind of guitar that I did that I got a wee bit of negative comment on. it doesn't bother me, I'm not caring. I just thought I'd address it. I don't like the guitar, I wasn't feeling well, I'm not going to do another video on it because it's basically up for sale. I'll never play it. I don't really care. I'm on it for the money. I'm not trying to make a living out of YouTube. I want to do it just to show people you can get decent instruments for pretty cheap. So enough rambling. So there you go, SR300. Nice bass. So probably back next week. Don't know what I'll have because I keep getting distracted with guitars that I keep wanting to buy. I've actually got a few up for sale, so what I'm going to do is, as I said in last week's video, I've got a few up for sale. Once I sell that, I'm going to buy a kind of upmarket. I'll say upmarket. I'm aiming for a Fender P-bass. I'm looking at a white one, white maple fretboard. I need to buy a different pickguard fretboard because I want a black pickguard on it. That's what I'm aiming for. So I've got a few guitars up for sale to basically get the money together to buy that. So once I get that done, I'll be doing a video on that. But if people who are watching it, if you want to see more in depth on any other guitar that I've got, just put a comment below, and I'll dig it out and use it. I've got the Kingsman, which is an unusual guitar. There's not a lot of them about. The Kingsman Empire, Kingdom Empire, sorry. I've got the OLP Music Man copy, jazz bass, the LTD two Aria Pro 2s. I've got the old 1980s East German made P-bass, which hangs up my wall, that I very rarely play because it makes like a baseball bat on it. That is proper. I've played a lot of basses and that neck's really fat. I've got the ones up there with the 3 P-bass pickups. I've got the Billy Sheen kind of copy that I did. It's not wired the same as Billy Sheen's, but it's basically my version of Billy Sheen's and loads of guitars. If there's anything you want to see in more depth, just let me know and I'll do that for you. Cool, so SR300. Hope you have a nice week. Catch you next week. Carry on.